Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Hurricanes offense will have the football first here. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years, and of course we got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Burks. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Canes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
See if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down. Important third down play coming up after that completion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. 1st and 10 now for the offense. An inside give now from the shotgun. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. He makes the grab. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Boy, this is outstanding by this offense. Third down conversion. The wideout sells that he's going to go downfield, turns and breaks back to the quarterback, sees the quarterback's eyes, and he puts the football right on his numbers. Very nice third down conversion on the curl.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown. Terrapins just ran away from the defense.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Dropping back, it's Burks. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to create.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
The Canes will line up to punt it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Well, Kirk, Maryland has the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. They're going to run it here. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Hold it. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught quickly. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Breaks loose at the 40. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Terrapins are on the move here.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to...
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Going after, not quite through. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner will be brought down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Can he get there on the ground? And the Canes pick up enough yardage for a first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking for a deep completion. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Running through the tackle. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. To throw, it's Burks. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he pulls in the catch. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. The Terrapins with first and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to his target. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Finds his target. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite it.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the balls even snap, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up the 1st down.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 1st down here for this offense. Back to throw. It's Burks. Lets it go quickly. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, I'd love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the...
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's going to launch it deep again. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Canes will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. And the Terrapins bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On first down, it's play action. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Bringing pressure. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back has it on a screen now.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
The Canes will line up to boot it away. On to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quick throw to his receiver. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. Right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Extending the play now. The senior calls his own number. Picks up the first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he's got it again. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
No, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Can they pick up the first on the ground? He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Terrapins pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And he's tackled after the catch. Well, Kirk, Maryland has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. keeping it on the ground here. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
It's a quick grab. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Takes the ball and heads to the left. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. This defense just cannot get off the field. Long march moves on. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw. It's Burks. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35. And the Canes will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Looking to throw again. He's running out of time here. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. No huddle here for the offense.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
And he's got it. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's past the marker, still on his feet. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Dropping back. It's Burks. Defense is coming after him. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown for the U.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. Second down after that previous play. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Tackled after a 4-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. A timeout is called to talk some strategy in this very important drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Scanning the field, it's Burks. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Quarterback spikes the ball to stop the clock. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And the defense takes a timeout with 27 seconds left. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Takes the handoff again. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.